was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So exercise routine, how's your preparation in terms of that?
It's
going well.
Yeah, I think exercise-wise, we just need to really work out and do a lot of running, do a lot of aerobics, and lots of press-ups. Don't know what Lee does. He sounds like he knows what he's doing, but
I've just been in the gym for 3 months, really. Yeah, getting ready for the show, and I feel energised and ready to kind of give it loads of energy on stage on Saturday.
Jimmy's like the gym round where Jimmy is. He's shut at the moment, so no I'm kidding.
So how about you?
Yeah. Warm-ups obviously before the show to make sure we're all ready for it. But it's going to be a good night.
Okay, why you choose Malaysia for reunion concert for this time?
Well, it felt the right place, I think, after so long being away. There was a few times in previous years gone by that we've potentially nearly got here, but just never worked. But now felt the right time for everybody, for promoters, for Malaysian fans, for us. Nostalgia's back, big time. So, right place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can recall from your last visit to Malaysia from almost 20 years ago?
Lots.
Yeah, the shopping malls when we did when we were like starting out here, did shopping malls and it was absolutely crazy. It was like just nuts, wasn't it? And when we did the big reunion, they shown it, didn't they? They always shown the clips from Malaysia when the big reunion TV show got us back together. Like that's one of the clips they shown, being in Malaysia and the shopping malls we did. How nuts it was. Yeah, it was mental.
So the crowd that went to your concert from almost 20 years ago, I guess must be teenagers, right? So for the concert this Saturday, I'm sure that they already have by now 2 or 3 kids. So how will you remain your persona, do you think that you still get the same what I mean by the same energy from 20 years ago?
I think nostalgia gives people who comes to concerts that same energy because it transfers them back to when they were teenagers.
Yeah. But this is our first time back, so we don't know what to expect. So in the UK, you find they're a bit more wild in the crowd because they're older. They go there to actually let their hair down and party, and they're getting away from their kids, so they want to enjoy themselves. So we'll see. Hopefully it's the same here.
On your previous concert, I heard one of you had a minor injury. Is it true?
Probably
me.
On the big reunion.
Big reunion.
Ankle, I think. Yeah, his ankle.
Yeah, it was my ankle.
Yeah, during the concert that you tried to do backflip and all, right?
Yeah.
Or what?
It was what it was. We got thrown out of what they call the toasters. Where you jump dead high off on the stage and come out the start, and they forgot to shut the trap door, so my foot went over on it. So, but I also fell on my bum doing a back somersault as well.
So you're gonna do the same thing?
Yeah.
Still?
yeah. Like, once you fall off, get back on.
And when he did it, when he fell over, I called 911.
Did you respond?
And no one come because we're
No
in the
answer.
UK.
What about new music for the band?
Go on, Lee.
Well, I mean, we don't know. Potentially we could write a few more songs. I mean, we did some new songs about 5-6 years ago after the big reunion. So we're going to perform a couple of those on Saturday. But we're kind of open to anything really.
See what the response is.
So you're not actually working on new music at the moment?
Not at the minute, no.
Yeah, okay. So you're not back in studio doing something new and surprises later?
Potentially.
No.
I think it might be a case of this is the first show back. It's sold out. The attention's been really good, so we may look at possibly do some new stuff just for Asia. Because obviously that's where the biggest response is at the minute. So you never know. What's this space?
Okay. What the biggest challenge as a 911?
Sorry?
What is your biggest challenge?
Of being
Challenge.
911.
Probably keeping in shape to do the back somersaults. And try and keep on our feet. Probably that, really.
Obviously the shows are, there's a lot of break dancing, a lot of dance routines, which are all going to be in there. So they're the hardest part now, as you say, 20 years later. It's still easy, you can still do it, but your kind of recovery rate is a bit slower than
You wait the next day. The challenge is getting out of bed the next day. I'm like, oh God. And an hangover.
Okay. I was wondering, why now you want to do your unique concept after 20 years and all? Why not before? Is that because of, currently we can see that a lot of 90s boy band do come back and all. So is that because of that or?
No, it's just the right time to come. It was making it happen, like forcing it to happen really. We've been trying for years to come out here and do a show, so we've been waiting for it really. It's not through us, it was people bringing us over to do it.
Is it kind of a trend in UK for 90s band to do a comeback now? Because I saw recently that Spice Girls also did a comeback, right?
Huge concerts. They've done Wembley Stadium 3 nights, so
There's a lot of it about, obviously Westlife are out, Boyzone are out,
Yeah.
take that. So it's kind of, I think it's a reminiscent thing where the 90s is quite a big thing at the minute. So I think a lot of the bands are all coming back and
They're being forced to, there's a big demand. It's like people want the 90s bands to come out, like they did in the 80s, 10 years ago when we were first coming out. There was a lot of retro shows for the 80s then, and it still is, where I think everyone just wants to relive the youth, and they're forcing the bands to, the demand's that high that people's like approaching you with offers to do it, so you feel to turn it down, aren't you?
So that's one of the reasons that encourage you guys to do come back here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I say, the big reunion brought us back a TV show, and that brought back a lot of the bands from the 90s. So it was kind of, and it was a big TV show, so it was good to do.
So your last word to your Malaysian fans, maybe what do you expect from them this Saturday?
Especially the new generation.
Especially
well, this is the thing. A lot of the fans from back in the day, they might be bringing their children along as well. So, which that happens to a lot of the shows that we do around the world. So
We just want loads of energy, loads of fun, and just really enjoy yourselves.
And
really.
be loud.
Party, yeah, be
it's a
loud.
party night.
it's a party night.
Don't be
that's
scared
what
to
it
be
is.
loud. Sing
Yeah.
your heads off.
Individually, as yourselves, what are you guys working on when you're not 911?
I've been promoting up and coming artists and putting loads of shows on. So a few in Asia, which we're going to be doing. Loads of like UK artists.
Any particular names?
There's a kid called Harvey who's now big in Asia. HRVY. We started him out, putting his shows out, and he's doing well in Asia now, really well, around the world.
What rest of you? Individual projects?
I've got an entertainment company in the UK, and so I kind of just do different events, create different styles of events, from charity events, bingo events, kind of nostalgia events, tribute events. So I love that. That's my passion outside of 911.
Songwriting for other artists basically, and having a family and being a dad. Had a solo album out last year. So lots of things just to keep us busy. We're all kind of, trying to find different things to keep us busy outside of the band as well.
Who are you songwriting for?
We did, remember, do you know Bay City Rollers?
Bay City Rollers.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Lots of different people. Whoever, you write songs all the time, but it's whether or not you actually get it on the album.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Thanks,
Are we
everyone.
sitting with a sign?
Yeah.
I want to take you home next time, and Mrs. is giving me a lecture just to hold that up. Signs up.
Can you do that again for me? Just so I'm going to put this on Instagram. And
Yeah.
it's now.